Well, tomorrow is the visitation for my aunt. I've been dreading this day. It really doesn't seem real. Even though I was there when she passed, it's hard to think that she's gone. I mean, after she had passed, when she, they asked if they'd like us, if we would like them to remove all the hoses and the IVs and everything they had in her, and we can come back in after that was over. We did. When we come back in, they had her laying, and her head was back, and her mouth was open, and when she slept, she, that's basically kind of how she slept. She slept on her back, and she, with her laid back and had her mouth open, it was almost like, because she snored really bad. And it looked like she was about to start snoring. Even when my brother came down when she was sick, and she's in the hospital like 2 weeks ago. At one point, me and my brother's like, we want to go get a good cup of coffee, not just what is in the cafeteria. So we knew there's a Starbucks close by, so we were want to it. Well, it was already closed for the day, so we we walked around looking for another one, because on our phones we could see where the ones are close by. All of them had quit closed for the day, so we just walked back to the hospital. And while we was walking back, my aunt worried about everything, and I almost told my brother we better hurry back before Barb gets worried about us. And it hit me. I was like, she's not. She's the one in the hospital we're here to see. She hasn't woken up. And it's just, it's one of those things. It's just hard to see that and try to figure out, or try to rationalize it, put it into reality that this has actually happened. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to post any videos tomorrow, because I have no idea the internet's there. I know the internet there is pretty bad. It doesn't really, it's not really good. It's you can't really do anything on it. And I don't even think the house we're going to be staying at has internet. So I'm not going to be able to upload a video. And my dog is over here laying beside me snorting. But my brother's flying in. He'll be there a little bit before we are. Basically, we're going to go straight to the funeral home. Stay there. My dog, when he shakes his head, he flaps his ear like that. But I'm go straight for the funeral home. Basically, get there, see everybody, talk to everybody, and then after we leave, then we'll come back home. Not to home, but we'll come back to my aunt and uncle owned. They were going to move into this new house, and they just never did. So they just stayed in the one they originally lived in, but they still had the other one. And basically, they spent most of their time at it. It's just they didn't sleep there. It's kind of weird. Both of them were paid for, but the house that they lived in was my aunt's grandmother. So it was my great grandmother's house. It's very unusual. I think. No, my great grandmother's. Thor, stop. My one dog likes to smell the butt of the other one. But the new house, it's the newer house. We're gonna be staying in it. My brother's gonna be staying there, and I'd hope that my uncle's been staying there because to help so that he's not seeing all the stuff of my aunt's there. I mean, because she had a hospital bed, she had a lot of things at their regular house, and having all that around is probably a hard thing to deal with right now. Just a bad situation. But this is something everybody has to go through. And eventually you go through both sides. You're the one going through the funerals, and eventually you're the one that everybody's coming to see at a funeral. It's just, in my family, I have a very large family. The bad thing about it is that the only time we really all get together is when somebody passes. This time, everybody's going to be for my Aunt Barb. Time before, it's for my Aunt Charlotte. And it's just sad to say that, oh, when I see my relatives is when one of my relatives passed. I don't know. I've just had a weird day. Basically, I've been going around getting stuff preparing to go. Just had to get Adrian some new shoes, stuff like that. Basically run around doing some stuff like that and get home, wash some clothes, because I haven't been in the mood to really do anything like that. So today it's like, all right, I'm going to wash some clothes so I can actually not stink when I go. I don't know. But if I can't post a video tomorrow, there'll be two the next day. Basically one for the video for tomorrow and the one for the next day. But hope everybody's having a better day than me. And I hope everybody's having a better week and month than I am. But I better end here. It's very late and I need to get to bed, but I have been asleep. But talk to everybody tomorrow.